Good morning and welcome to the Millenium Cemetery in Ipswich in Suffolk. Now, I came in here this morning to do a video on someone, and in doing so I actually came across another grave of someone who someone I've done in the past is connected to this young lady. So I thought, while I'm here, I've done absolutely no research on this person at all, but I know the ins and outs of the story. Unfortunately, it is a young lady who had her life taken from her at the hands of another person, and that person was obviously Stephen Wright, the animal Suffolk strangler, who murdered 5 young ladies. Now, I've done a video in the past of Gemma Adams. If you look back through my videos, you can find that one. But purely by chance, I came across another grave while I was in the Millenium Cemetery here today. So that person is Tanya Nicole. Yeah, Tanya Nicole, she went missing, I think it was on the 30th of November, I think it was, or September 2006. Sorry, that's a train in the background you can hear, right by a railway line. This is a very modern cemetery. There's not too many old graves in here. But anyway, what I'll do is, when I get home, I will do the research and I'll add it to a voiceover on this video. So what I'm going to do is I'll swing you around. We'll have a little look around while I tell you a little bit about Tanya Nicole.
Tanya Nicole was born in Brighton but moved with her family to Ipswich when she was a baby. She then attended Gusford Primary School and then Chantry High School, which had around 1,200 students. She left Chantry High School having achieved good grades. She grew up in the Pinewood area and joined the Sea Cadets, where she once met Prince Andrew. Her aim at that time was to have a career in the Navy. She had also dreamed of being famous and being in a girl band. After her parents separated, she stayed with her mother and younger brother. Tanya was introduced to cigarettes and then cannabis by her boyfriend when she was only 15 years old. After leaving school, Tanya worked as a chambermaid, then a hairdresser, and even sold Avon products for a while. It is suspected that she started using Class A drugs shortly after finishing her education. It was around this time that she became argumentative. She would lie about what she was doing for a living and refused to admit that she had a problem. Tanya had also worked for a number of massage parlours in the Ipswich area. At one, she was asked to leave as the owner suspected that Tanya was using drugs. The owner later stated she was a placid, quiet girl who took the news that she had to leave very well. She then turned to prostitution to support her heroin addict. Tanya left the home she was sharing with her mother and younger brother on the evening of 30th of October 2006. A witness then saw her at around 11 p.m. in the company of a man believed to be the well-known curb crawler Steve Wright. She was seen in the Hanford Road area of Ipswich, possibly getting into a dark blue Ford Mondeo, which was later confirmed by CCTV to be owned by Steve Wright. Her mother reported her missing the following day. She was the first of 5 victims to be reported missing. Her remains were eventually discovered by police divers on December 8, 2006 at Belstead Brook in Copdock, 6 weeks after she had been reported missing. 6 days earlier, the remains of Gemma Adams had been discovered in the same brook but 2 miles further up. One school friend said, "She was a lovely girl. We were always the ones at the back of the class giggling, and I think we were told off quite often." Another former school friend who also worked in a massage parlour said that she had been surprised to learn that Tanya had been working on the streets. It seems totally out of character for her. She was a truly wonderful girl, so quiet, so nice to everyone. She was so pretty and always wore nice clothes. A friend from her childhood said, "I knew Tanya when we were younger and we had some good times. I remember making up dances with her. She was a beautiful young girl, very smiley and who wouldn't hurt anybody." She was Wright's second victim and also the youngest of his 5 victims, as she was only 19 years old. Stephen Wright was a 48-year-old forklift driver from Ipswich at the time of the murders. His mother had left a family home when he was 8 years old. Some say that this affected him greatly and may even have become a catalyst for him becoming a murderer. However, the excuse that he was scarred by a family breakup is not accepted by an Anglian University criminologist. She said, "Wright was not a fool. He was a cruel man who hated women and did what he did because he wanted to." Stephen Wright was sentenced to a whole life term in prison.
Well, that's all the information I could get on Tanya Nicole. But the thing is, when I was just walking around filming that, I actually located the grave of the person I actually came in here to video today. And not only that, I also walked past the grave of another Stephen Wright victim. So while I'm here, that'll be another video I'm going to film. So that'll be 3 of the 5 I've made videos on. It's a terrible thing. I mean, these young ladies, their lives were turned upside down due to simply by drugs. Meeting the wrong people, mixing in the wrong circles, getting involved in drugs. As I say, I don't know too much about Tanya Nicole because I've done absolutely no research on this. But when I was walking through here, I did actually see her final resting place. Now, it is ashes. It's a little headstone, but it is ashes. And that's it. It's literally right in front of me now to my left. So what I'll do is I'll spin you around and we'll go and have a look at it together. Right, here it is. It's just down here. And this is it. Cherished memories of Tanya Nicole, our beloved daughter, 1987 to 2006, aged 19 years, resting in the arms of the Lord. But that is the final resting place of Tanya Nicole, one of Stephen Wright's victims. Well, that was the final resting place of Tanya Nicole. As I said, I haven't really done any research, but it still hits you here when you pass these graves of murdered young ladies. Also, I was just looking at hair running across. I haven't seen a hair in years, but anyway, yeah, it does hit you where it hurts when you do these young ladies that get involved in drugs and wind up in places like this at a very, very young age in Tanya's case. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And look, there's a little rabbit now. Lots of wildlife in here. Yeah, as I say, if you enjoyed the content, then maybe consider subscribing. And if you do, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. But anyway, that's it. Me, Darren, from the Millenium Cemetery in Ipswich, in Essex, in Suffolk even, Essex, Suffolk. I will see you on the next one, wherever I am. So bye-bye for now.